So this is the new headlight and it is gorgeous. I love things that are different and I love doing things that are different to cars. I think the reality is that I'm going to keep the engine what the engine is. I was going to look at putting a Barrett in it or an SR20, but I'm not keeping the car. Give it a stab. He's using a fucking hammer as well. Hey! If we don't make it big on YouTube, at least I can put your video on that Snuff FX channel.
Snuff X. I'm covering my balls, that's all.
Alright, so while we've been working on the 260Z, tyres rocked up.
With a piece of shit alloy tech.
Lovely. What's the plan, Jan?
Antenna, new interior, stuff,
antenna, new interior. This thing is slammed. If anyone is looking,
we got a new roof.
Oh,
and we got pillars.
Eat your heart out, Troy Candy. Diamond stitching and all. So this thing is going to basically be this color. On bags, diamond stitch, leather interior. This is the P-Plater's wet dream. We'll be getting stuck into this one soon as well. We're just in the middle now of 2 projects at once. What could go wrong? This thing is gonna be sick. And one of the things that I failed to mention earlier, aside from the red leather interior, it's actually a factory manual. So that just adds points. That's so much cooler than what I thought. If it was an auto, I wouldn't encourage any of my fans to buy, but if you sub, buy this. We'll make it sick. Ah, finally! No, come and show them the cube. It's important.
Looks like a lot better at night time.
So, remember earlier I mentioned that I had to call in the experts to help with these lights? This is him. So anything you need lighting wise in Adelaide, it's Loud's Creations. I'm telling you, this guy's the best of the best. Well, we'll see if he's the best of the best if he can fix my Z. Otherwise he's average. No pressure now. Who's a good boy? Hello, what a good boy. So Jamie's rocked up to fix the headlights. He had a look at them and he can fix them in about 5 minutes, but it's going to take a rewire of the front end. He's able to do it though, fortunately, but I'm gonna have to wait until I've passed ID inspection because essentially I'm not willing to risk the car going through and then getting kicked out because it's got aftermarket lights in it, but he can fix it, so it's going ahead. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a bit of Jamie's work. So this is a Loud's creation from in Adelaide, but he does work all across the country, so if there's anything you need done, this is the guy to go to. I'm about to show you the outside of his car, but it's the inside of his car that is probably a testament to what he can really do. I believe there's 2,300 LEDs in the roof alone. So I'll show you this car. It's a bit of a labor of love. It's pretty cool because it's not cool, and that's why I like it. So yeah, have a look. Make sure you check him out on YouTube and Facebook as well. So this is the outside. You can see what's going on in the party on the inside already. Let me show you this. I'll wait for Jamie to turn on the front.
Another old school 90s hit anthem.
If you got the money, he's got the skill. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. I'm getting a set of these put onto Hayes from Jamie as well. And this is the grill. How cool is this thing? It's a rolling party on wheels. It feels like it should be full of strippers and cocaine. Can it be?
Yeah, why not?
How cool is that? As I said, guys, if there's anything you need, you hit up Jamie. Let him know that you found us on the channel, and he'll look after you. So Tien's rocked up as well. We're a little bit Z obsessed here. And Dan from Crown and Pinion, when he rocks up, he's got a Drift Z. Unfortunately, he can't bring it. But this is Tien's. Is it unlocked? No. It's got a full roll cage and stuff in there, which you can see just through there. This is a pretty cool rig. This is what got me into 350Zs originally. What's up?
Headlights.
Oh, this car just keeps getting better. Isn't this ridiculous? Imagine getting pulled over by this. Absolutely ridiculous. I am in love with it. The flashing red and blue on the back of the Z, Tien's used to that. It is just so cool. And I want to show you something really cool that Tien got me as well, just to show you how Z obsessed we are. So he brought us this, right? An official 350Z watch came with the car when they were released. The gauges, I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but the gauges actually match the dash cluster. Same colors the whole way around. This thing is rare as hen's teeth. So we need the 370 watch and the 400 watch, and we'll be happy boys.
Chuck some LED lightings in that.
This is the man who brought me my watch with the Z out the front, and his gorgeous woman. And this man, the genius. We've just discussed it, and we reckon we're going to run some like kit lights through here, so like the Night Rider car, because otherwise those are fairly useless. So he reckons we can 3D print and fit them in there, make them blue to match the car. Love it. See you, bro. Remember Jamie from Louds Creations. Anything you need lights wise, this guy can do. Absolutely wicked. I love it. So cool. Alright, every time I turn the camera on there's more people here, but nice. So at the moment they
2 years ago I moved in Halloween weekend, so I took last year
they're trying to get this working. It's in and installed, but it isn't dropping. So we think perhaps it's not bolted up, and so the motors may be spinning. You should usually buy them as a whole unit, but sometimes people don't, which is what happened today. So of course we make our jobs harder than they need to be. So there's now 3 people attempting to lower an antenna. See you on the next bit. Alright, sorry about the flicker, but shut up. So this is what I was talking about before with the oil inside of the strut top. That's how the old ones were, that's how they self-lubricated. So what we'll be doing is taking that out once it's drained from the oil and putting in a gas strut. Yeah, it takes a bit of getting out.
Oh, this smells so
Yeah,
bad.
it's fucking rank. 1977 oil. So on the tools we got Dan, who I mentioned earlier, who was coming around to help from Crown and Pinion. He is your go-to for anything Z related. He's really good with the Z's. I don't know this man at all.
Don't smoke. Smoking's bad.
Health messages for the kids. So Dan's been here helping do the struts, and he's got the springs, struts, and sorry about the flicker, but we don't really have much of a choice. We've got the lowered springs in now, the new calipers and discs on there with the beefier brakes. Standard gear is out, so that's significant progress. We were waiting on Dan because of the need for grease. I didn't have any, but thankfully he had it all. So we're just going to do the other side now and then check the rears. The concern with the rear is that we may have to take out the drive shafts, and if that's the case, that's a massive job. It's not a quick swap over. So what we'll do is unlink the sway bar on the rear, undo the bolts from the top, and hopefully it'll drop enough for us to be able to do it still attached to the car, but we'll find out shortly. We're just going to whack in the other side on the front, and then we'll take a look at one of these rears. Quick update on the ute.
It's a piece of shit.
It meant to do that. They've got the aerial working now. They're just realigning the front bonnet because the latch wasn't catching.
As opposed to the rear bonnet.
As opposed to the rear bonnet.
Already aligned.
The rear bonnet is already aligned.
The rear bonnet's aligned. There you go, guys. I told you it's a good buy. So they're just aligning the front the bonnet now so that the latch will catch, and then they can start on the interior as the next bit. Alright guys, we're back. Well, I'm back. So as often happens here, a lot of people came around when we're working on cars. That leads to drinking leads to me being forgetful. I completely stopped filming. I have no idea where we got up to, and so I'm just going to do a quick wrap up for you guys so you know how the rest of the night panned out. You know, it's not real professional, but at the same time, in my first video ever, I did tell you we were a bunch of larrikins and that we weren't going to make shit up or censor things, and that's just how it is here. It's a big party house and we're a big party family and we love it that way. Basically, starting with the ute, it is no longer here, which is great. So we didn't get to the interior. The antenna itself took actually a lot longer than it should have. Because we didn't buy the one module, so we had to retrofit it to the old motor, putting the guard and stuff back on, and then we spent a bit of time aligning the panels so the gaps are all perfect in there, ready for when the wrap happens. But we'll do the interior soon, so that's coming. As far as the 260 went, so we have the new shocks in, the lowered springs, the wheels back on, the slotted and dimpled rotors, which I gotta say look so much better than the old shitty rusty ones that we had on there. The lights aren't done yet, but that's an easy fix. I do have to send back that other light, like you guys know. You'll notice there, they are not on yet because this is going to be a prick of a job. So like I might have mentioned earlier, the hope was that we could drop it from the top here, which we did, but we also had to drop it from the sway bar, which we did, which was fine, but it's still not quite enough to get it down far enough, which means the drive shaft here has to come out. Hopefully it'll stay one bit and it won't drip oil everywhere, but it has changed the size of this job significantly. So we're going to have to add an extra couple of hours on, which in our states last night just wasn't going to happen. Basically what I'll do going forward is I'll finish the mirrors onto here. We'll do the lights. I'll put the carbies back on because I should have them back shortly. I'll send it through for ID inspection and then it's off to paint and panel. So I can do the video for the rest of it if you guys want to see. Just depends, I guess, sort of how much traction it gets online. It's a lot of effort filming and then sending content and doing the work and editing and everything as well. So if you haven't, please do. I fucking sound like such a douche, but please like and subscribe because it makes it worthwhile doing all of the shit that we're doing, because we could just do it quietly. You know what I mean? Oh, and shout out to Jamie. The last thing he said to me when he left was, how long do you reckon I could drive like this with all these lights on? The answer to that was about 3 hours. Rip, he got defected by a Sapole. They don't like it when you have more lights in them, especially brighter, more colourful, well put together lights. So yeah, that was the outcome of Jamie's car. Alright guys, until next time, I'll see you later.